two fighters have thrown their names into the hat for championship talks in a single night. UFC 314 had the main event as Alexander Volkanovski vs Diego Lopez, which was a brilliant championship fight, seeing Volk to two-time champion status. The co-main event, however, stole the show as Paddy the Baddy Pimblett took on his biggest challenge yet in former Bellator lightweight champion Michael Chandler. Pimblett has been fairly inactive, having only 3 fights in 3 years since 2023. With 2 of those fights being world-class opposition, however, Paddy's resume is starting to look rather formidable. In his bout this past weekend, he did exactly what he said he would and showed that he is indeed the real deal. Paddy dominated Chandler in every aspect of the fight. Not even an unlucky accidental kick to the groin of Pimblett slowed down his ferocious pace. The fight came to a close in the 3rd round, when Paddy had hurt Chandler with a flying knee, followed it up with a relentless offensive onslaught, taking Chandler to the ground for a ground and pound that the referee would eventually step in to stop. Dana White confirmed at the press conference that Paddy has proved that he belongs in the octagon with only the best from here on. In a fight of the same magnitude, boxing world champions Jaron Ennis and Eimantis Stanionis were set to unify their bouts. 30-year-old Stanionis won the welterweight title back in 2022 and has since only defended the belt once in 2024, after having potential opponents previously pull out of fights. His second defense would come this past weekend against rising star 27-year-old undefeated IBF world champion Jaron Ennis. Boots was making his 4th defense of his IBF world title since winning it in 2023. The two had announced their intentions before the fight, with Stanionis saying that his plan was to, quote, all gas, no brakes, with Boots responding, well, you're gonna run into a rock. As the fight came, the men's predictions would come true, as Stanionis threw everything he could, but Boots' footwork and counter-punching proved far too much for Stanionis to be able to deal with. With the referee seeing that Stanionis was unable to land anything significant and was taking far too much damage, the fight was called to an end after the 6th round. Manager Eddie Hearn claims that this dominant performance by Boots should put him in the pound-for-pound rankings. Let me know in the comments who you'd like to see Paddy and Boots fight next. Also, if you're enjoying the content on this channel, please do consider subscribing and leaving a like on the videos. It helps us tremendously. Until next time.